cruel manners of exploitation of sentient beings who deserve to be free. Remember, it is not just another name for plant-based diet or something like going vegetarian for a while. No, you can't go vegan for a while, okay? For a minute or two, for a day, for 10 days, for a year or two. No. Veganism means you have understood once and for all that all forms of cruelty are invalid. All of us in the past have been programmed through our education system to take trips to zoos and farms for petting animals and admiring their bodies. What are you admiring? Oh, look at the spots on that cheetah. Look at that beautiful peacock. The way he moves. No, you are not admiring that animal as a soul who deserves to be free like you and me. How would you feel being lectured at by others? It may be exciting for us to watch these animals and get close to them because we rarely see them in our artificial, so called civilized, ordinary lives. The empty look in any gorilla's eyes and the caged birds are a strong reminder they are not home. They are not wild and free as nature intended them to be. How would you feel if you were imprisoned for no reason other than for others to look at you and have a fun day out while you suffer? They stare at you all day and you have no idea what happened. At the end of the day, just because you get a small place to live and get a few bits of food, you have certain medical checkups for the reason of economic prosperity of that organization. Will you be happy to spend your life in that way, becoming mere entertainment for children and families? Moreover, most animals need their natural wildlife so that they can exhibit their natural behaviors, develop normally for their physical and emotional well-being. Remember, emotional well-being is really important. Zoonosis does happen to animals. In the zoos, they are seen moving round and round in circles or up and down constantly. They are fed up. They are mentally drained. They are really mentally harmed in agony. Even in the biggest and best managed zoos, no wild animal will be emotionally well. It is common for these animals to be rather depressed. Please ask your children's school to stop all this. Your child's school must stop zoo visits and entertainment. Conservation can be done in a better way. This is not the way. As far as petting animals and farm is concerned, and I know certain farms near my home, I have written to them, I have reviewed them negatively. They have the animals to pet there for children, they have a fun day out, and then they sit down and consume chicken and pigs in their cafeterias. It is disgusting. Please support only vegan sanctuaries. So unless those places were sanctuaries or refuges for rescuing animals, chances are they will be killed, because I did converse with them, the management, and they did say that, well, the animals are visiting and they'll be sent away again to somewhere else. They are farmed animals only. So we don't want that to happen to animals. You go to a farm, you pet them, you consume eggs and dairy there. It's disgusting. It's violence. Children need to know that animals from the wild are not from zoos and not from farms. That is not a normal animal. Once children realize what happens to these sweet chicken, fish, the pigs, the lambs that resemble their cuddly toys, their favorite storybook characters, they'll be completely let down and in an ethical dilemma about why is this allowed. This is not actually good for their mental health of our children also. Yes, they will live all their life with this cognitive dissonance about human rights versus animal rights, treating animals like objects to be studied or petted against their will and then eaten up. And they'll be coerced to not think about the ethics of food and animal exploitation in the mass speciesistic system that enchains the human world. You don't want your children to be suffering from this dilemma, to grow up in abject apathy and to think that everything revolves around them, to be narcissistic, because this is a mass disease of human beings. We need to treat ourselves and to be cured immediately. Let us all go vegan in totality and avoid all forms of animal exploitation and cruelty, whether it's zoos, whether it's merino wool or any kind of wool or leather or zoos or animal testing. We can do much better. We can be better human beings right now, and we must take urgent and immediate action for the planet to stop the climate emergency, to stop the apocalypse, not just go plant based in your diet, but please be against exploitation. Create a better system, one that is just and fair to all species, and end all this consumerism. Thank you.